Hi guys, Miss Taktani here, and today I am going to show you how to make a works cited page. Now, works cited page should be the last page of your research paper and should include all of the citation information that you used as a source throughout your research paper. Now, if you're using MLA format, which is usually what you would use in your English courses, this is the tutorial for you. If you use a different citation style like Chicago or APA, the types of different things formatting wise might be a little different, so you might want to watch a different video if you're using something other than MLA format. Okay, now when I'm looking at my blank works cited page, the first thing that I want to make sure that I do is insert my header information. Now, according to MLA format, I would have to go to Insert, Headers and Footers, and click Header to insert my last name and my page number on the right-hand side of my page. I'm going to go up to where it says Write a Line, type in my last name, and then click the words Insert again at the top, Page Numbers, and usually the first option here for a works cited page. This is the same for all of the different pages of your research paper. It should have your last name and the page number in this top part. Now, when we're working on a works cited page, we want to make sure that we give it the works cited title by clicking the center align, typing works cited, and then enter twice. From there on, we should make sure that we have a left align formatting style. A couple of things. When we are citing pieces of information in a works cited page, we need to make sure that we have our works cited double spaced. So I'm going to go up to where it says line spacing in Google Docs and click double. And we also need to make sure that we have what's called a hanging indent. Now, with a hanging indent, the first line of your citation is going to be all the way to the left. However, the second line of your citation is going to be indented at about half an inch. And you'll see what that looks like here in a second. But you're going to go to where it says Insert in Google Docs. Format, where it says in Google Docs. Click Align and Indent. And then down at the bottom, you're given an Indentation Options button. You're going to click that. And then say Special Indent Hanging. And now we have formatted our works cited page properly. Notice how I don't have anything underlined or in bold or in italics, which is that slanted type of font. This is exactly the way that it needs to be in either Arial or Times New Roman font, either at a size 11 or size 12. Now I have a couple of different sources here that I am going to show you how to cite. The first things first, though, there is a website called Owl at Purdue, which is going to be immensely helpful for you when you're writing your works cited page. It gives you step-by-step instructions on how to cite any type of source that you could find, and that's usually going to be in here in the MLA formatting and style guide, over here under research and citation, MLA style. So if you have questions at all about how to cite a source, you're going to click on this OWL Online Writing Lab or Owl at Purdue website. You can just Google it and it'll pop right up. But the first source that I am showing you is from a library database. ProQuest is the one that I'm using. You could use any of these, and usually they already cite this information for you. Now, my hypothetical research paper is about World War II, so I have my source here. I'm looking at the top and I see that this is the title, that the author is Christopher Price, because his last name comes first. It's from History, the Journal of the Historical Association. It's telling me the location of where that journal is published, and then the publishing information, or the volume or issue number, and then the date of publication, and then the pages of where my article is within that journal. All right. So now I'm going to click this button that says Cite. And then make sure in this option you click MLA 8th edition, because that's the citation formatting style that we're using. And then it gives us that citation information here. As you can see, we have the author first, the article title. Then it gives us the journal that article is in, along with its publication information, the year that journal was published, and the pages of where my article is within my journal, along with the source information that I use to find it. So we're going to copy this citation here by pressing Control-C or copy. And then in my works cited page, I'm going to press Control-Shift-V to paste, because that will keep the same formatting. If you don't press that shift, it will come up with a new format. Now, when you do that though, make sure that you're careful to italicize what's italicized in your source, because as you can see, the journal title is italicized and the library database in which I found the article is italicized in this citation. So I need to make sure that I do that on my works cited page as well. So I'm going to italicize those. And I have incorporated that into my works cited page. Relatively easy. A library database also gives you the ability of compiling these citations using different types of website software like EasyBib or RefWorks. That just keeps track of all of these citations for you and helps you build a works cited page. If you're doing a longer research project, that is helpful. Let me know if you ever have questions on how to use any of that, and we can certainly take a look at that. Now, the next different type of source I'm going to be citing is a YouTube video, okay, that I found called World War II in HD Color Gathering Storm. Now, when you're citing a YouTube video, the rules are a little bit different. So again, that's where I encourage you to take a look at this Purdue Online Writing Lab, okay, because from this, you will be able to put the URL of the website here. So I'm going to copy and paste this URL. And then here I'm going to click online video. And it should give you your citation information. Also in here, it should give you step-by-step instructions on how to cite a YouTube video. So I always put how to cite a YouTube video. And it gives you the exact section on how to do that. So for example, it says use the following format: the author, the title, any version or numbers, the publisher, publication date, and then the link. So if I was citing this YouTube video in my works cited page, I'm going to scroll down to where it's talking about the YouTube video. And see, it says here that I'm supposed to put the author, the title, that it's from YouTube, the publisher, if it's published by a different person, the date, and the link. So I'm going to look at my video here, and I see that it was uploaded by someone called History Tributes. I'm going to click Show More, and it doesn't look like it has any other publishing information. So what I'm going to do here is just start by citing off the title in my works cited page. And since it starts with a G, which alphabetically comes before P, I'm going to put that source first, in quotes, because it's the title again. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Gathering Storm. See how I put the W before the P? That's incorrect. So I'm going to get rid of that because W comes after P. I'm going to put that in quotes because it's the title. Then, if I'm looking at my directions, it says to put a period and then say that it's from YouTube and who it's uploaded by. So I'm going to go back to my works cited page. I'm going to say YouTube, italicize that, and then say uploaded by with a comma. So I need to get rid of this period and put comma, uploaded by, and then I think the uploader was History Tributes, so I'm just going to write that there. Make sure I'm fixing my capitalization. And you have to be very careful about periods and commas. So then it says a comma after here, along with the date with the number first. So I know that the date that this was published, it says April 14th, 2016. So I'm going to put a comma, 14 April. 2016, comma, like it says in my example. Then it says to post the link. So I'm going to take the link and paste it here. Now, you see how it doesn't fit all in that one line? That's okay. And now that citation is finished. Notice I italicized YouTube because that was the publisher. That's a common MLA formatting theme. And last but certainly not least, I found this article on the BBC website about World War II. All right. Notice, I think that this is a good source to use because BBC is a pretty respectable news organization. Also, it's got the author and the last day that this information was published, which to me tells me that this is a reliable source. Okay, so I'm going to go to my MLA writing guide, Owl at Purdue, where it talks about how to cite a page on a website. Okay, so again, it talks about posting the article, its author, the title, the publishing information, and the date it was last website updated, the day the website was last updated, along with the link. So again, I'm just going to follow that same format. I know in my article it was published by Robinson Bruce. That's what I would put. So on my works cited page, I have to think, okay, R comes after P in the alphabet. So I'm going to press enter and type Robinson, which is the author's last name, and his first name with a period after. And according to my example, it says to type the article title. So I'm going to find my article title. It says World War II Summary Outline of Key Events. I'm going to put that in quotes. Then in my example, it says to state the publisher information. So that would be BBC with a comma, and then the day that it was last updated. It was last updated March 30th, 2011. So then I'm going to put BBC, comma, 30 March 2011 with a comma. And then in my example, then it gives the link and the date that I accessed it. So I'm going to put the link. And then I'm going to put a period and say accessed. And then today is December 12th. Let's see how I have to format that. Okay, so it says to put December 9th, I'm sorry. So it says to put 9 December and then the year. I wonder if I did that for my YouTube video, if I was supposed to do that. Nope, it does not say to put the access day for a YouTube video. Excellent. So I'm going to say accessed 9 December 2020. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to make sure that I do not include a space in between my citations. So I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to get rid of these spaces here because that shouldn't be there either. Oh, hold on. What did I do? This should be a hanging indent. So I'm going to go back in and highlight it. Click Format, Align, Indentation, and click Hanging. There we go. It's fixed now. Okay, and that's how you would go about using the OWL at Purdue website to cite different pieces of information. Again, you can find all of this under where it says Research and Citation, MLA Style, MLA Formatting and Style Guide, and it should give you a bunch of different ways to cite different things in your citation, or you can go up and click this search like I did earlier, and it should tell you exactly how you can go about citing articles. You just follow along with these examples and have the same information that they do. And if you ever have questions, usually they answer those questions in these little narratives. All right, and that's how you go about creating a works cited page. If you have questions on any of this, please let me know. Thanks, bye.